Hassan is such an unbelievable moron. We saw this yesterday. Okay?
Oh no.
He did this video about
Oh no. He's gonna
5
say
days ago.
He's gonna say the
commenting
dumb.
the rebel offensive in Syria against
no.
Assad.
What's he gonna say?
And
he's gonna say it's U.S. backed. No, it's an Israeli. They're working with Israel, so they're automatically bad, and they're with ISIS. This is just Israel and ISIS working together to kill innocent Arabs. That's my guess.
Spends most of this video just doing his basic dumb analysis. Like, he obviously doesn't know anything about what's happening recently or what's the factions are involved. The way he was talking about HTS made it sound like he thinks HTS and the SNA are basically the same group. He kept on doing this whole thing like these Turkish-backed, Turkish-controlled, Turkish directed factions, which again, HTS does have some overlap with Turkey, but the way he was talking about it made it seem like he was talking about the actual completely Turkish-dependent group north of.
I wonder if Syria is failing because Russia can no longer support the regime with weapons the way they used to because of the war in Ukraine. Well, there's that, and also probably Hezbollah being significantly hampered by Israel probably was also a big factor. I think Hezbollah has helped Assad maintain his stability in Syria for quite a while, is my understanding.
Aleppo, which is SNA, the guys who fight with Kurds. He goes through this, and like the only thing he really has to say about HTS and Jilani is like NATO, like Al Qaeda, ISIS, but also Western backed because they have connections to Turkey, which is in NATO, and America's NATO, so NATO like supports Jilani. Even though Jilani has like a $10 million bounty on his head from the United States, he's still a designated terrorist by them. And he says this thing here, responding to someone in his chat, and it's just one of the most blatant self-reports I've ever seen in my life. Like,
oh no.
Syria's leader is thought to be visiting Moscow.
The HTS has stated they don't support Gaza, Israel. Wow, I'm shocked. Wow, that's really interesting.
He just completely believes it with no, it's not true, okay? HTS leader has, if you know anything, just a cursory understanding of the factions involved, if someone told you that the HTS guy said he doesn't support Gaza, you would double take, you would flame that chatter, you would demand a source, because it doesn't gel with anything. It gels with nothing they've done for the last 10 years. But he just eats it all up. And not only does he eat it up, okay? He riffs off of it.
Oh, I'm shocked. Wow, that's really interesting. One must ask the question why so many of these Salafist groups, who are supposed to be the Islamist fundamentalists that are quite literally presented as the Hamas alternative by Western media.
It's ironic he says that as well, because all he's been saying about HTS up until this point is like ex-Al Qaeda, ISIS, whatever, and looking around in the pictures for black flags. Like,
seemingly always find themselves not at odds with Israel, but directly in coordination with Israel.
Based. Jews control so much they even control the Arabs.
Yeah. Yeah, they're against Israel's enemies, okay? This doesn't mean that the Assad government is
my God.
Okay.
Coordinating with Israel. HTS. Jilani.
Don't ever forget, the reason why people like Hassan get mad at movements like this is Hassan always loves he loves the most amount of dead Arabs. That's always the most beneficial thing for him because it gives him the most amount of stuff to make content off of. When Arabs stop dying, Hassan has nothing left to complain about, and he would have to actually comment on something else. So it's always in the best interests of people in the West, the white-coated Arabic people that live the wealthiest lives, is always to have the maximum amount of Arab death possible. That's why to support people like Ansar Allah, the Houthis. It's why he supports people like Hezbollah, who murder people in Syria. It's why he supported people like Hamas. And Sinwar was called the butcher of Gaza. It's always, always, always maximally dead Arabs. It's always the goal for people like this, so they always have something to complain about.
You know what? He's so lucky that no one in his audience gives a about Syria, because this would be it's such a self-contained description of everything that's wrong with this propagandist, like setting yourself up to say that because there's like a Turkish involvement with HTS, and apparently I guess just him not knowing the difference between HTS and the SNA. And then saying that because Turkey's in NATO, well, that means they're connected to the United States, because the United States is in NATO, therefore it's an American project. Like that.
So I'll be honest, I don't know as much about I know Israel-Palestine, and then I know some of the surrounding Arab history as a result of learning that. I think Turkey is like its own monster I shouldn't say monster. Turkey is just like its own thing in the Middle East. Like Turkey is not part of NATO in the Middle East. Turkey is just like its own dude he's just like here to up. And that's it. Like if it sees a Russian jet, they'll shoot it down, even though you absolutely shouldn't be doing that if you're NATO. If you see some like Kurds that are just kind of like hanging out, you'll blow the up out of them, you know, even though you probably shouldn't be doing that. If you can ship some weapons to Hamas to go Israel, you'll do that because Israel, if you're Turkey, right? Turkey is just like its own. I don't even know what Turkey, I don't know. I don't know Turkey. I don't know anything about it. I don't know their motivations. I don't know what the I have no idea. Turkey's just like its own. Turkey's its own thing. So anybody that would try to like cleanly map Turkey onto like U.S. interests I think it's fucking stupid. I think it's dumb.
That level of analysis is so brain dead and so cartoonish that you would just be telling on yourself for the rest of fucking eternity as a commentator on anything to do with international policy, to do with foreign policy. Like, you're just writing yourself off in the space of a few seconds. Like,
Turkey only shot Russian planes because they invaded NATO airspace, so they were literally following the rules. Oh, I found the Turkish guy in chat. True.
audio bugging. Oh, and I wasn't recording. Oh, why would it cut out? It's not cutting out on OBS. That would be a YouTube problem because my frame rate is fine. Let me have a look at it. Let me refresh the audio. Turkish and SNA, that eternity, it doesn't probably put the 600 Gaza times.
One must ask the question, Israel. Wow, I'm shocked. Wow, that's really interesting. One must ask the question why so many of these Salafist groups who are supposed to be the Islamist fundamentalists that are quite literally presented as the Hamas alternative by Western media seemingly always find themselves not at odds with Israel, but directly in coordination with Israel.
Coordinate? Yeah, he got it from a chatter. This is his on-the-ground journalism. He got this from a chatter. Not only did he completely swallow it, he riffed on it and started elaborating on it as if that confirms his suspicions or some shit. Yes, well, you see, this is actually the trend with these extremist Salafist groups that
I mean, it's the same thing we do with streamers too, right? Especially Hassan, right? Oh, Destiny said that he wants to, slit my throat and scream Allahu Akbar while impersonating a terrorist murdering me. Well, of course he did. I mean, Destiny talked about it. It's like, wait, hold on. Wait, no, I've never said this. You just like riff off, I think, a chatter without ever fact-checking it ever. Yeah.
Seem to not come into direct conflict with the... Like, it's so stupid.
Israel, wow, I'm shocked.
Moscow.
Yeah, it's here. The HCS has stated they don't support Gaza, etc. by Red Star, a reliable source, you can see here. It's so unbelievable. Okay, just to give you an impression, okay? Giuliani is from a family of refugees from the Golan Heights. People who were...
Hassan, quickly, come on, real quick. 30 seconds, out of here. Just get your interview out of the way. I don't care if you piss your pants. What are you dropping?
I'm just dropping my bag. Oh, let's go over in the backdrop.
Yeah.
Are we moving?
We got to move for Hassan, actually. Hassan's too big, apparently.
Go over there. Go back there.
Yeah, what?
Okay.
Stay over here now. She said trust her.
Hassan's not allowed to stand in front of the
We had
sponsors.
someone earlier who's the same height as you who beat you in basketball. I forget his name. I'm a piece of shit. P.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Is that actually what happened? And it sounds like, no, we're fine. Let's go over there. And they're like, no. Come back over here. Oh, no.
Wow, dude,
Is that...
Hassan, quickly, come on, real quick. 30 seconds, out of here. Just get your interview out of the way. I don't care if you piss your pants. What are you dropping?
I'm just dropping my bag. Oh, let's go over in the backdrop.
Yeah.
Are we moving?
We got to move for Hassan, actually. Hassan's too big, apparently.
Go over there. Go back there.
Yeah, what?
Okay.
She said trust her.
Hassan's not allowed to stand in front of the
We had
sponsors.
someone earlier who's the same height as you who beat you in basketball. I forget his name. I'm a piece of shit.
Jesus.
I appreciate that, Destiny.
All right, bye.
Remember to hit that like and subscribe, and don't forget the notification bell so that my videos show up right in your feed.